look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that I don't want none of it. It's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you say it, how the poppin' and shaking. Y'all is a lazy, my posse deep and irate, and we act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Dig it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young. Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my sleep set the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. They fell down my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matt back, liquor clean. Dead president and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures dinner, penny hoe.
Rub your empty pocket. I don't do that. You might press me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. Who's gonna get this?
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like True Goy, imagine me dude boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy,
open what door?
Boy, you don't take these type of risks, boy, cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the, that was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh, this thing of ours. Her fraternity of ringing off. I just happen to be alumni.
Yo.
Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into Puff.
Just remember, Jordan, you asked for this.
I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to.
Tell you should have just signed up for the Twiggy Madden camp, and you would have been alright. But you don't want to do that. You just won't go call me out like I'm a bozo. Okay?
Emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes.
Yeah,
rolling on the floor laughing.
that's not what you was talking over there earlier. Now all of a sudden
Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
That's the reason we for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know.
I'm gonna put you on the list right beside Drew and
at
action.
Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Carolina Panthers. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Oh, man, I'm back. No.
They go play action here on first down.
No.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver.
Oh, you're so lucky.
Second down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a lot open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger once more. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
What's that?
Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away.
Oh, shit, back kick. Oh, oh.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for.
Yeah, you're supposed to catch himself. What you
Because
think?
he just took care of you
football.
and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
It's not like that this time, young fella.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton.
Give me that.
Fuck
you want with that bullshit.
It's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will return
Don't be
this one
throwing
to
it
the
down my
30-yard
house.
line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
What was he looking at, Coach? Did he really think that man was open?
And
Yeah,
the Steelers
you're right.
set
I
to
cut
take
in
the
front.
field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook.
Some zone
They want to take a shot here. They can
Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, 30 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4.
Oh, missed him. Oh, that boy missed him.
Line ahead. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Oh, he shanked it.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. Right? You give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First carry for James Conner. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down.
Jumped it.
And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. It's Conner as they stay on the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Receivers, as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Hey.
For the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle,
Quit yelling, man.
And a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This time's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Eli Rogers that time. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, on that marker. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's just an excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton.
Give me that tip drill, bitch.
Intercepted.
Give me that.
With a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They start with a give to counter. And they'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Roethlisberger will hand the counter, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? Set! 180! 180!
Here's counter. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
We got there.
Set. Blue 30. Gotta go.
Now it's counter. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
73. He didn't
It's a
even
loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's just, hey, go
And
ahead.
the big fella stuffed that
What
one
do I
up
do?
in a big way. I think doubling him
He can take a
has to be
hit.
priority
He can take a hit.
because
He'll
you
be
can't
all right.
move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Nope, shit. You ain't lying.
Set. Like 80. Jack 16.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down at the 28. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses
Christopher.
so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
You really need to cut it out before I tell you to turn that off.
I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 3rd down. That's counter. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Knocking it away in coverage, Captain Mutterland. So they've
Boy,
gone
jumped
for it
like 2
twice
yards
now
and
on
swat
4th
that
down
ball.
in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets
Boy,
now
leap
between
over
the head
here.
coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Set. 180.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look
Give me
to
that.
throw. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off
Use
by
the
Mike Hill.
pick.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You ain't give me. I took that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a
That's called
1st
a
and 10.
takeaway. I took it.
Black 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, let's go. Set. Blue 30. Jack 16.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
What we got over there?
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's go. Set. Black 20. Go, go. Black.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Newton on 1st down. And Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger.
Oh, no.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Newton.
Give me that.
And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
56 yards.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out.
Oh, no, missed it.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go. Hey, hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
You got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Here we go.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Newton.
Give me that.
Intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go. Let's go.
I need some space. I need some space to work.
Set! Blue 30. Snickers, you got to spin.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
I see you, dog. I see you.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they finally are able to take it down at the opposite 47. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 47 yards.
It's pretty. I got plenty of space to work. Tight ass corner.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong arm.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Jordan Berry now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Stay right there.
And
Stay
a
right
great
there.
job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. From the gun, here's Newton. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. He's going to air one out.
Give me it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Go. Take both of them.
Counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
My ankle.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Again, it's Connor. Finding room to the 20. And a cut. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 33 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Boswell for the extra point.
Oh, come on, come on.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On first down, it's Newton. Flinches with a catch over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
I like the crowd up in this one.
From the gun, Newton.
Give me that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27.
That boy spun on him.
Him go. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Got it.
Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
They'll try and run it up the middle.
There you go.
He is into the end zone to put the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay,
I can't make a field goal, extra point.
All of a sudden you're in defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football.
Oh, give me that.
And now here's another interception.
We go.
So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Why is he trying me, coach? Why is he trying me like this?
They run with Connor.
Oh, he tripped me.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger.
Oh.
And they jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
It lagged.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
No kidding. All right, defense, get that back.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Newton now to throw.
Get over here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Newton. And Cox free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Stuck my
Brandon,
hand
at least
in
there's
there,
one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Newton to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Newton.
Get over here, Newton.
He can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Give me that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The drive will start with Connor, and he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Denora Cersei in on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Hey, Black 20. Watch 89. Watch 89. 36.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a toss. This is Connor. And some space here. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Set. White 80. 4 down. I got you, boy.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Thomas Thomas Davis, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. Toss play. Connor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
That boy got no run game.
Pulling up